Hey, what's going on? I'm world famous artist and certified smoke show Denny Wetmore. Welcome to another Maker channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe. You're really not going to want to miss this. And then I get to, I get to force you to listen to what I have to say. So tell your friends and family because that's literally the most important thing that I can think of is just forcing more people to listen to me. So thank you. And now on with the actual part of the video. So, I had a window washing company for a long time, for about 10 years. And for a while, I was trying to, do the marketing thing on YouTube for it. But I just didn't have the time or the energy. But I did make a few kind of tutorial videos for how to wash your own windows. And there might be some advice in here. This one is about the kind of price of gear that you purchase. It's kind of nice to wash your own windows. It seems like a stupid thing to learn, but if you can get good at washing your windows, it can really like brighten your house, and it really does change the whole look of your house when you have clean windows. So it can be good to learn some of this stuff. So this one is about just not worrying about the price of your gear as much as I feel like sometimes, especially with new window washers, you're kind of expected to have like awesome gear, and it's just not the case. Like you can get by with a $20 worth of stuff from Home Depot. The other nice thing about window washing is it can be a good career. It's really easy to get into. The overhead's very low. You can start with your friends and family, and you can usually practice on your own windows in where you live, and try to get good at it before you venture out. But I was able to support myself for like 10 years as a direct result of washing windows. So if you're looking to get started, maybe this will be useful for you too. So thanks again for watching. Enjoy this random guy with a squeegee tutorial. Bye!
Well, hi there. My name's Denny. I own a window washing company called A Guy with a Squeegee. Ooh, you're a dirty little window, aren't you? I wanted to prove that you can wash windows on the cheap without having to hire some expensive window washer or even shell out for expensive gear. So I got literally the cheapest stuff I could find. I'm gonna wash this window with exactly 3 things. Hardware store scrubber. Hardware store squeegee. All right, I guess that's 2 things. Here's a couple other things you're gonna want. A nice bucket and some dish soap. I like these guys because it doesn't stink. But you can use anything that you want. Just whatever's on the kitchen counter will be just fine. So I've got my fancy, super fancy scrubber here. I think this will make it. I'm a professional. Great at this job. Got my scrubber here, and I've got this squeegee. I'm just checking this rubber out to make sure everything looks okay. This looks like normal kind of professional rubber that I'd use, so just make sure you get the squeegee that's not like a shower squeegee. Those just suck. Get one that at least has rubber that you can remove. This cost me like $5. I've added some dish soap to my water. Just a squeeze or 2 will do. You want this soap a little bit soapier than you might think. It works great, especially if you're working in the shade, because then you can see the soap on the window and you can better remove it. Also, just for fun, I'm not using any rags to clean this window. Everybody gets all spun up about what kind of rags to use, what kind of microfiber and thread count and lint-free. It's like 2% of the job, and it like prevents people from washing their own windows, so I'm not even gonna use one today. Okay, so because I'm not gonna use a rag, you have to think about how to use your scrubber. You don't wanna just be jamming it into the corners, right? Especially up top, because when you do that, it just makes water collect and it gets stuck in the seam, and then it comes down and it'll kind of foul your window. So you want to just kind of be real kind of close to the edges, but don't get crazy with it. Almost think of your scrubber as like a little extension of your squeegee. Basically, washing your windows comes down to 2 things: agitation and removal. It's like my mother-in-law. When she agitates me, I remove her. Right, guys? Eh? I'm just kidding, there's no one else here. What I'm doing right now is I'm agitating the dirt that's on the window into a solution, and then I need to remove it with the squeegee. Really, that's all that window washing is, agitation and removal. So, first I agitate, and then I remove. Ta-da! I'm a professional! Now for most folks, that's gonna be enough. You don't need to be super crazy about the edges. You can be if you want to. But at this stage, what you're really worried about is just getting a good feel for how the squeegee pulls across the glass. And then you want to just think about the angle of attack of the squeegee on the glass. So you can have a very kind of aggressive angle of attack where it's very, very perpendicular to the window, and you can see what that does and what that feels like. Or you can have a very shallow angle of attack where it's almost on the glass, the actual squeegee. What does that feel like? See, I'm like perfectly flat, and I almost didn't even get anything squeegee. So you want to find something in the middle, and you want to find the edge that you're working with on your piece of rubber here. So this is a brand new piece of rubber. So I'm going to want kind of something right in the middle. I'm going to want kind of a medium angle of attack. And then I pull across. Great, Denny. You showed me how to wash a window, but I'm leaving streaks everywhere. What the hell, man? Here's the thing about streaks. All you have to be aware of is when you're pulling across the glass, you want to make sure that your squeegee is angled so that the water is going to travel down your squeegee and not up your squeegee back to where you've cleaned. That's it. You just have it here and you turn it a little bit and then you pull. I'm telling you, you do that and you're like 95% of the way to being a window washer. After that, all you need is a fancy t-shirt and a scary white van. Now for my second squeegee, if you want to, you can just like rub off the top corner on your shirt or something like that just to get a little bit of a dry edge here. I get into that corner there. I make sure I'm obviously above my last drip line, and then I twist it slightly so the water's gonna go down the squeegee, and I pull. Hell's bells, that's a clean window. So feel free to practice that. Go get yourself 20 bucks worth of gear, throw some soap in some water, and see what you come away with. I promise you, you're gonna be better off than you think that you are. There's like 3 things you need to remember. Don't overspend on gear, work in the shade, and when you're squeegeeing, when you have your water in solution, angle your squeegee so that when you pull, the water travels down the squeegee instead of going this way, and it travels up the squeegee and onto your previously clean window. And now my armpit is soaked. I'm not even mad. It's kind of refreshing. It's like 98 degrees out here. My God, this is ridiculous.
I made that.